Hi there, Tonya D here. I am the host of Musing with Tonya D podcast, the season of the witches, coined for 2023, and the CEO of the Shamanic Healing Academy for online wizards looking to connect with their intuitive self at tonyad.com. And if you don't know me or are new to my channel, my show, I have been in the intuitive realm for most of my earthly existence. I primarily do this now through online digital products, my audio medicine room. Spirit guided me to work with specific mentors, including Elder Malidoma Somé, an indigenous medicine man, shaman and elder of the Dagara tribe in Dano, Burkina Faso, West Africa. I've actually visited his village, along with Cindy Dell. So we do have opportunities to be guided to specific mentors, to be proteges of their magic, medicine, and ritual. Well, why online? Well, I don't think I need to tell you that digital products, audio room listening, online are hands down the easiest, most fulfilling ways that really exist at the current moment. Just being able to connect with anyone from all over the world. I truly believe soon, besides that energy is the medicine of the future, that telepathy, a virtual subtle world, will really be on the horizon. So what else allows us to learn from the comforts of our own library in the sky? And chances are, if you're listening to this, your heart has the desire to connect with your intuitive self as well. Until we inspire, ignite our gift and purpose, the origins that reside within each and every one of us, chances are you may be running into the feelings of being stuck, repeating patterns, possibly missing more than just one thing or all the things. And if you happen to live in Salt Lake City, Utah, I'm going to be sharing insight into gift and purpose once again at Crohn's Hollow, September 30th at 2 p.m. It's a Saturday. I will also be doing one-on-one in-person cowrie shell divinations. Yay! On Thursdays. The link to apply is in the show notes. This is a live event, not online. Also, if you would like to investigate the rising of the origins, a free online immersion I do twice a year, the portal for the replays and other goodies I have left up for this year's rising, they are on the highway. And in this immersion, I walk you through the elementals, baby steps into integrating them, connecting to an elemental so you can see the elementals that you too can use to ground fundamentally, organically, and naturally. You're going to see, feel, and sense what elemental subscribes to you. So go on and head on over to club.tonyad.tv/rise to join this free immersion. Watch the replays. Otherwise, I will see you in person at Crohn's Hollow on Thursdays, noon to 4 p.m. for cowrie shell divinations, or on September 30th, where we discover our gift and our purpose, again in Salt Lake City, Utah. And with all of that, welcome back to the Musing Moon Meditation. And as always, this Musing Moon Meditation is dedicated to the goddess of the night, the Virgo New Moon, the steward of reality, character transformation, a new wardrobe in the closet, a body image remodel, a new health regime, a new work order, service to the self, allowing what no longer serves the spirit to really flow? Is it heart aligned? Is it designed with your feelings? And do you believe it can land in reality? Being in the season of Virgo, Virgo is a earth sign being embodied. So it's very important to pay attention to our bodies, all sense perceptions, if you will. It's an opportunity to use our subconscious mind to really ground ourselves, being embodied through the elemental realm. Be sure to check out the rising of the origins through projects that you need to nurture into fruition. It's also a fantastic time to think about how to better organize our reality, our life, our daily life, even shifting into a new reality, a reality that really is on the cusp of our future self. Virgo is the organizer, the clutter clearer, the healer, self-critical thinker, reasoning, precise action. Mercury, being the mind, is also coming off holiday right after. However, arriving on Thursday, September 14th at 9:40 p.m. Eastern, 8:40 p.m. Central, 7:40 p.m. Mountain, and 6:40 p.m. Pacific. But be sure to check your timeline when she apexes for you, as I am timeline traveler. The new moon at 21 degrees in the season of Virgo. This is when we have like the new adoption papers out, a new policy. Every month we get a freshie, we get a fresh start, a clear canvas, a rebirthing when it becomes a new moon. So it's a sign of change, a reality switch, ditching the old, a moment for a new idea. Opportunities materialize, poof, out of nowhere. Self-improvement. A new moon in Virgo is the opportune time. It's this powerful lunarity where we have the time and space to reset and refocus for the harvest. And being in the season of Virgo, a mutable sign, earth sign, all about organization and fine-tuning the blueprint, if you will, focused on self-improvement. Those are kind of the vibes, the energy, frequency, vibration that are really heading our way to really navigate and switch the realities. This one may also inspire us to evaluate how we do or do not take care of our body, our health, inspiring us to collectively, possibly individually, to get our responsibilities in order. No fluff, no puff. And Virgo is all about health, routine. This is a fruitful time for us to remodel our physical along with our spiritual rituals, focusing on well-being, wellness. I do it through nutrition, green smoothies myself, paying attention to my body and the signals the body alerts, the alert signals. New moons are all about resetting and reflecting. And again, being in an earth sign, it's embodying, grounding energy. Our priority really is to recharge, reboot our batteries so we can actually move forward as our best self ever. It's a chance again to revisit during the evaluation what has not been working and what has been working. Take a piece of paper, write it on two halves, what is working on the left, what is not working on the right, and then reorganize so we can build a future with those upgrades in mind. The energy of Virgo has this overly critical reputation, self-sabotaging, only due to the self-improvement, which is very important. And we all have got Virgo somewhere, right? So look at those aspects where you are probably a little bit more self-critical, hyper-aware than other states of awareness. That being said, it's important to not obsess or get an abscess over perfecting when or as we are reinventing ourselves. So if you find during this lunation that you are experiencing self-critical thoughts, give yourself some streams of grace. Compassion is a great stream. Streams of grace, streams of love, streams of loving the skin you're in, being embodied. And right after this lunation, Mercury does come off holiday, which primes us for those energetic hiccups, the backstroke, if you will, and a full spin effect, magnifying our wellness or amplifying it in daily routines, inner balance. So it's a great time to reflect on how we have been caring for ourselves or not, emotionally, physically, even mentally. Also, near the new moon, we do have Neptune, our spirit, in opposition, always during Virgo. However, it's a close opposition, making it a little bit of a topsy-turvy, a challenge to really connect with our higher self, our deeper self, the waters to the divine, if you will, the elementals. They're kind of cloudy, possibly muddy. It's like listen to God through static. So instead of committing to something, make a list, check it twice, and review it. It's time to set the standards of loving ourselves to that elevated divine pour through those muddy waters, seeing them possibly not as mud, have a different perspective. Often it seems like work to love the imperfect, those perfections, and it doesn't have to feel like that. I think loving the skin we're in wholeheartedly, all of our imperfections are fantastic. Love the skin you're in. So this new moon is really highlighting the harvest, the joy molecules, through acts of self-respect, self-kindness, acts of self-care, articulating those new habits around health, body, work, service, routines, and more, all things Virgo, but let's add a dash of spirit to that. I feel like Virgo encompasses everything and then some, literally. a new philosophy about who our character is or who our character is not. How do we identify with who we are being embodied? It's kind of like your body niche. You may even say, I believe I may become this person. How you are seen on the stage of life, your future self, and realizing you want to change your identity, your character, how you're seen, like in your career. So maybe you're a cashier and then you become the manager. Maybe you're a hairdresser and then you become the teacher. A change of our personal character. And then Mercury, going direct, is kind of like a follow-up where we declare how we are now going to treat ourselves, how we wish to be treated, and who we are being embodied, becoming true to our authenticity, to ourself, out into the world, out into the public, devoting ourselves out into the world, identifying as this new character. So when you commit to this new character, you commit to a new category, a new partnership, a whole new world order, devoting to who you are actually authentically becoming. And I've talked about it all year long in the Dagara cosmology. This is a year ending in 3, which is being authentic. There's a lot of transformation, change, and shift that's happening for each and every one of us. So with all of that, so for the Virgos, Happy New Year, Virgos. This is your new year, the birth of the new year. So you may feel as if you were a slug, kind of hanging on to the eaves, if you will. However, there's this intensity. It's blooming. There's something blossoming under the streams. Something's happening in your world. And this new moon is kind of this invigorating initiation that is empowering you to actually choose the reality that you wish to serve and be in. It's as if you have spent the summer going through like a total eclipse of your heart, a rehab. And this rehab with both the resolve and the drive to really manifest your most vivid visions, landing in reality. I'm saying it's possibly a reality twist. All in all, this is a very transformative lunation, especially since you've probably spent the last season, the last year, percolating in your head. Now you're putting all of those revelations, those revealings, feelings, hopes into action. So you may notice arenas of some bad habits, those habits that may have been holding you back. Really pay attention to those obsessions, those abscesses over critical thinking, and just remember to keep things simple, smile, laugh, be the joy inside of you, and know that your biggest commitment must always be to yourself. Heart-filled love. Libras, secure up the borders. Self-respect adds color, like a splash of color, with possibility an overwhelming need to possibly become a hermit, have some alone time, sacred space. You're being kind of reminded that protecting your peace, your inner peace, is a very powerful form of self-care, and taking a step back to unpack some of that personal baggage, let what's not working go down those river streams, conscious river streams, and knowing that you are all about your social life. This new moon is truly assisting you to see the value of being solo, climbing in your skin, being embodied. It's a very powerful moment, an moment, to really slow down, take a moment to contemplate, reflect, understanding your thoughts, emotions, even from I would say, a practical lens of life, and appreciating and seeing how far you have come. Evolving, learning, healing, growing, even discovering who you are all at once. It's about to get super magical when you start to truly, authentically pay attention to you, developing some inner peace in your corridor. Scorpio, are you feeling a little bit out of place in your village, your tribe? Possibly. This new moon may be connecting you with people, your tribe, people who truly make you feel right at home. And the very next day, your mind pops and goes off holiday, assisting you in communicating your intentions with clarity, clearly. So this lunation is kind of reminding you that it is a perfect time, perfectly okay, to really just lean in, lean on others for support. And you may find that your social groups, your gatherings, your groups of friends are really expanding. So it's time to show up for your loved ones in an entirely new way. Like taking on the role of being the best spokesperson, the cheerleader, in addition to being the kind of secret keeper, if you will, it's more important to pick yourself up first, like lift up yourself. Begin with new moon ambitions, new goals. Also know that it really is a gift, a precious gift, to share your ancient wisdom, your innate wisdom, with those that you do hold near and dear and true. Make sense? Sagittarius, getting some positive traction. Reminds me of a car. My dad is an engine builder, so posi traction. In your career, negotiations that may have tussled, bombed out, twisted, dissipated, they're due for some robust, energetic, invigorating stimulation. So it's time to revise that energy, success, especially once Mercury literally shifts gears. It's like Mercury's been floating on the hindsight there, off on holiday. But you may be tempted to put your eggs all in one basket, risking it all, do a complete switcheroony in your career. However, instead of jumping in without any contemplation for the consequences, like truth and consequences, this earth energy is really pushing you to persevere. Have patience, baby steps during this entire process, protecting your vital energy, mapping out the must-haves, while at the same time searching for what it is that's going to define your identity in your next career aspiration. The key to really achieving this galactic empire is to authentically remind yourself life is a marathon. Pace yourself. It's not a sprint, and it's not necessary to be the front runner, to be in the flow. Capricorn, you ready for some short trips? Travel does your body good, gives you that stimulation and your mind. So say yes to change of scenery, resolve, clarity, resolution to all of those financial decisions from earlier, and hang out until the full moon. Allow that just to hang out before investing in home, real estate. It could be the best way to use your extra spiff money, if you will. But being that this new moon is a fellow earth sign, being inspired to explore outside of your comfort zones, possibly. The reality is you're being prompted to shift or change your perspective on values, what you identify with, things that you identify you may hold near and dear, like being a workaholic, doing that mountaintop climbing. If it's adopting a new philosophy, exploring some new place, it's time to explore, broaden your horizons, a quest that actually starts with understanding, learning that you don't have anything to prove. Your worth begins with your own vital essence. So go ahead and pat yourself on the back and recognize your scenery with all the rewards that you've already acquired. Pat yourself on the back. Aquarius. Harmony returned, balance, some major hiccups in the financial sector. All this settles down, all the flakes. Feel the reprieve? It may be time to hire the pros. What is a pro? A pro accountant, a financial advisor, some negotiator agreements, things that have gone sour. It's time to give that some thought. Radical transformations are really afoot for you. And the biggest lessons you're going to learn is how to balance your endorsement of others versus endorsing yourself. So it's okay to be selfish, especially when it comes to self-care, improvement, but you're being reminded that in order to assist the greater, highest good, you do have to work on yourself first. The world's issues aren't going anywhere too soon. Look at your watch. It's time to create your healing sanctuary, build your own inner peace, or at least find it. It always resides within us. Pisces, getting some fresh insights, wisdom, infusing relationships with some adulting, some maturity, stability. Anything that may have ruffled your Piscean feathers will finally smooth out. It's time to stamp out the fires of miscommunication or discord. Maybe you need some fine tuning of your energy body. But being that your relationships are really being highlighted, spotlighted, lit up, the practical filtering lens of Virgo is giving you foresight to separate your relationship from your idea you identify as being this romanticization of it. You and your sister sign have a tendency to hold others to impossible standards. So this is a great moment, the O moment, to break down those walls, come to terms with reality, learn to heal your own heart, create your own personal joy in the realm of relationships. Maybe a relationship to self. Beyond spiritual cosmic bliss, guidance will soon enter into your life, and that alone time will be worth all of your past losses. Aries, are you feeling a pivotal moment in your creativity, in your creative life, boosting your confidence, setting you up for professional success during this career-focused lunation new moon? You're getting this cosmic green light to put the pedal to the metal to begin to seriously explore your options for a better work situation. So on one side of the coin, the lunation is pushing you to really reorganize your priorities and bring order to your space. And then on the other side of the coin, it's asking you to really take charge of your overall health, well-being, routines, daily routines. It's a great moment to really create boundaries, energetic, take a time out, a breath, a pause. Practice letting others figure out their path while you are figuring out your own, being embodied. Taurus, creativity, receiving a breath of fresh air, a little sparkle there, a little splash, new life, indicating that your self-expression is going to be met with a welcoming new understanding. You may also begin to notice a positive development connecting to children, even animals, I would say. Maybe a new animal totem, a new connection to a wedame. Just saying. This could also include the possibility of birthing, pregnancy, or even expanding the family, marriages. But being that this lunation is also a fellow earth sign, what does one manifest in reality? Energizing creativity, romantic arena. Focus on honing in, incorporating some of your artistic urges into some self-care rituals. Maybe you're still feeling some nostalgia, memoirs. Remember, the past does not define you. Whatever feels fantastic for your soul, continue cultivating that like your own charcuterie board. New creative routines will fuel your passions, bringing inspiration, being inspirited to your next creative adventure. Gemini, your thoughts certainly contribute to the blueprint of your reality. Even though you may not see it take shape, you feel your reality. So wait to sign on that dotted line until after this new moon, this lunation, because it's happening in your home and family arena. So go ahead, pursue that fantastic new endeavor benefiting your cosmic living situation, no matter how grand or how subtle. It's kind of a quiet time for you as well, so things may even feel more intense personally. Why? Because it's in your fourth house, your emotional foundation, house of family, home, which is a feeling. What you feel is what comes. It's time to feel safe, secure in your home and also in your body. Beautiful harmonics are on their way to you and for you. All that is required is that you listen, meditate on what truly brings you the most personal joy. When you are alone, hermiting in your sanctuary, the solitude, soliciting solitude of your home. Houses speak too, right? Cancer, it's time to raise the bar on your personal value. You may have some vivacious trips, pleasure trips, likely to appear, personal joy, responsible purchases, impulse buying, not you. You'll have support for your efforts to really clean up the lingering negotiations with some self-respect, surging, bubbling. You won't accept anything less than what you are worth. So really take this moment, this opportunity to build your confidence. Be confident to ask for more, whether it's money, more space, more time, whatever else you feel you need and deserve. What you think is what comes in your reality. So keeping your wits about you when it comes to communication, you may be noticing those energetic hiccups, and it's more important now than ever that you think logically, avoid being overly critical, self-sabotaging of yourself and also of others. So this lunation is kind of an invitation for you to practice rituals centered around your vulnerabilities. Possibly write them down, script them out, those sensitivities, observe, listen, lend a healing ear, and at the same time be mindful to not take anything personally, because things happen for us, not to us. So just hone in and keep up your, I want to say, your visor. Leo, ready to brighten up your financial prospects? If you have revised your budget, spending over the last few weeks, I would say the summer, you're practically guaranteed to reap the sum of your rewards this season. Did somebody say disposable income? So this lunation is really pushing you to address those spending habits unique to you, but it's also reminding you of your own personal self-worth. So remember to practice self-compassion, be forgiving, review your budget, establish some financial boundaries, and really remember that the sky truly is the limit. There is always enough for everyone. It's like an abundance mindset begins when we focus and practice gratitude for what we already have. An attitude of gratitude is part of that receiving chapter. Ashe. And blessings to you, my energetic beings. But being that this lunation is connected to the high heart, the origins, bringing healing home into this reality, or actually raising healing up into the reality it came from. So we're going to protect and connect to our higher self, our Sira, what we look like in the other world, the energy of who we authentically are. So with that, take a breath and a pause. And just focus on your inhale along with your exhale. And as you're vitally focusing in, honing in on your breath, go to the center of the star that you are. Authenticity. Being that Virgo is reality, bringing spirit home. Focus on your breath, matching the rhythm of your heart, your lucky star charm. And in your sacred space, I invoke that I am protecting, I am connecting to my greater I am presence. Exhale and release. I invoke that I am embodying fully my spirit into my vessel. I am fully connected. Exhale and release. Inhale through your cosmic eye, down into your high heart, the star that you are, your God spot. I invoke that my feelings are my guide, connecting me to Source. Exhale and release. Inhale through the eye of God, down into and through your God spot. I invoke that I am connected to my personal beliefs. What I believe I am connected to. The opinions of others are just that, opinions. Exhale and release. Inhale and connect to where you belong in this story, this reality. Where does your heart, your body belong? As you exhale, release, where in your reality that it is no longer serving you, and release. Inhale through into your solar plexus, navigating, if you will, being mindful of your thoughts, connecting your thoughts, your personal algorithm to creator reality. All thoughts that are not a part of your reality dissipate upon your exhale and release. Inhale through and to your throat center from the eye of God, Creator, the heavenly universe eye, into your God spot, and connect with your spiritual voice, spiritual truths. Any truths that are not aligned in your reality, your authenticity, to your high heart, your God spot, your voice, release and transform and see them dissipate. Inhale through the universal streams, the eye of Creator, down into and through your God spot. Connect and protect this divine connection, Nothing gets in unless your divine self allows it in. You are getting a spiritual attunement, an upgrading, a remodeling of your divine spiritual connection, releasing the old wires, the old spiritual connection. Exhale and release. You may in that moment have seen an angelic being. I actually just saw Gabrielle just popped in, and Michael. So just streaming. Inhale down through from the heavenly universe into your God spot, your personal heart, your personal star, to the forces of adversity, the forces that instigate structure. Command all forces that are not for your highest good, your greater good, that your heart, your divine heart, your high heart, that you commit to, then dissolving those forces that are not in heart alignment. Exhale and release. Inhale to and through your shaman's portal, the realm of the imaginal. In this realm, the imagination is queen or king. The beings of the other world, the fae, the trolls, the water, the spirits of all the worlds. Imagine this world with your high heart. Your personal reality feels ignited. It's sparking. You're in it. You've gone through the portal into the imaginal and all other realities that your high heart is not in. This imaginal connection will leave this realm. Anything that is not aligned with your higher heart in this reality leaves this realm. Upon your exhale and your release. Inhale down and through, all the way down into your high heart, your God spot. And I want you to inhale and bring it down further into the earth star. The star that you are, bringing into this reality, materializing, become manifest, and connect your spirit body to your soul body, integrating with your materialized body. And when you release, notice the connection that you actually have to the earth. Is there an element that is waiting for you? An elemental being? Is there a star that has landed? An archangel that came in? An ancestor? A tree? A plant? A being from the unseen or seen? Who is here to greet you upon this new arrival to the earth, being embodied as the star that you are? Heavens, the heavenly universe shining upon you with light. And with that, I say gratitude and blessings. Exhale and release. Ashe. Blessings. And if this episode inspired you in some magical otherworldly way, I'm sure it did, please share with your friends and tag at the Tonya D. Do a screenshot if you don't mind. And to keep the Musing Moon moving forward, you can also subscribe to my channel at Tonya D, Living a Reflector Design. The link also to donate to my Musing Moon meditations or anything that I've created filling into your heart is also in the show notes. And with that, I will see you on the other side. Ashe, ashe, ashe. Blessings as always to you and for you.